Hello, people. This is Coach Michael Rice. Yes, Mr. Today You Win, because today you live, and you knew it was coming, man. You knew I was about to come, just blow your mind with some great nuggets and with some great tools, tips, and strategies that's going to help you through this difficult time. Big shout outs, man. I want to give a huge shout out to my pops, man. My dad, Seaman Rice, Pastor Rice. He called me yesterday and he was like, "What up, people? Where's Motivational Mike?" And I was like, yeah. He said, "Man, you ain't make no video." He said, "I ain't seen your face." I was like, "Yeah, Dad, a lot of people have been talking and there's been a lot of information." But he really inspired me to say, "Hey, man," he said, people get excited about, big names, people that do this on a daily basis. He said, but people also get excited when they hear, your excitement, your enthusiasm. So I was like, yeah, I'll probably, do something today. And I mean, it really inspired me just to use my gift because there is a lot of information. And even though, with the time we're going through with the virus, there's still a lot of questions, but there's also answers that God has given us. So before I start, there are some recommendations, man. I want you guys, and I ain't even gonna get promoted for this, but I want you guys to go watch The Banker, man. I'm really not a movie guy, but when some captures me, excuse me, I have to just put it out there. So The Banker was such an awesome movie. And I'm not going to tell you, just, man, make sure you go watch it. I think it's on Apple TV. So to all my Apple users, you can get it. But it's out there. So with Samuel L. Jackson, and I can't think of the other guy's name, but from beginning to end, it was so awesome, man. So this, for me, man, this has been a great opportunity to learn. Even me being in the school system, we're still dealing with, not necessarily not dealing with, but, still holding the kids responsible, the parents, for, the remote learning and giving out packets. So, I'm still, I'm still working. So, but I want to kind of shift a little bit. And like I said, I'll be looking at my phone because God just been blowing my mind. I've been in a season of growth for spending time with God, praying, make sure I'm setting a routine to actually get up in the morning and spend time with God, read my Bible. And every time even before, my day starts, I always listen to a sermon on YouTube or something like that. And I had watched the sermon in the beginning of the year. It was from Sydney Trim. She was at Thai Tribute Church. Go check that out. And before I say that, during this time, don't lose your love, don't lose your joy, and don't lose your peace. Come on, man. If your faith haven't been taken to another level with, such powerful videos that I've seen. I know, you stroll through Facebook, but don't miss what God is saying, man. Sometimes I think a lot of people is talking, but nobody's really listening, man. Don't listen. Don't miss the voice of God. So during this time, don't lose your love, don't lose your joy, and don't lose your peace. That's so powerful. But here, listen. I listened to a video in the beginning of the year, and Sydney Trim was talking about blessing your eyes so you can see differently. And I was like, at the time, I was like, whoa, bless my eyes so I can see differently. But then I went back to that sermon. It's on YouTube. I put it in the description. I went back to that sermon, and she said 4 things, and I was like, how did I miss this? But it's perfect for this time. She said, This year you're going to see incredible shifts incredible me, like you can't believe it's happening. Like we seeing that right now, incredible shifts. You're going to see, check this out. I was like, man, I was getting hyped. She said, you're going to see a disruption in politics, government, and economic collapse. I had to pause the video. I was like, oh my God. Because I knew she had said something, but I was like, let me go back and really hear what she's saying. And she said they're going to be shifting of jobs and profession. I think it was an article or something just went out, just like how many millions applied for unemployment. But I got something coming for you. Don't wait. Just wait. And I had to walk out of the room. She said, God's thoughts are going to be more valuable than money. At the time of this crisis, man, the voice of God, you know, people on Facebook and YouTube live just proclaiming the word of God, you know, telling us to walk by faith. As I said, if your faith and your spirit has not been ignited, man, you really gonna have to get in your word. And then my man Creflo came through. He said, I know God loves me. Hey, if you listen to this, tell yourself that God loves you and all is well. And I think it was my man Corey. He's a preacher. I hope I don't say his name wrong. Corey Mackey. He said he has a song that said, all is well. It will be all right. Yo, I was like, man, I'm getting excited about the whole. And then this lady, I was on YouTube because I'm always like just trying to better myself with watching videos, taking notes. And shout out to a friend of mine. I'm a paper and pen guy, but she said, yo, why don't you put your Google Docs up so you can have your notes right there and you can just watch the video? I was like, that makes sense. So I've been doing that all break. Well, I don't want to say break, but take notes, man. This is powerful. Take some notes. She suggested that I go listen to my man Miles Monroe. And I was nervous because I was like, man, I can't, like for me, I can't just listen to something. I have to have something pen and paper because I'm always pausing. So I'm gonna suggest, I can't give it to you like he can, but man, oh my God, you could tell that the presence of God was on him. And you know, this video that I'm about to tell you about, these notes, this video was, well, it was posted in 2019, but I think he had did it like 2018 and 17. Because it was, well, not even that. It was a while back because he said something about Bush. So I was like, man, this is before his time. So because he already knew. And that's why I say it's so important, man, that you listen to the voice of God. Because the answers, people have questions, but the answers are already there. People have so many questions, but God has already given us the answers, man. Oh my God. Check this out. In a season, like I said, these are not my words. You can go listen to the video. I'm just giving you points that he put that I took in my notes. It was a season of crisis. What to do in a season of crisis. Check this out. What is a crisis? A crisis is a time of intense difficulty, trouble, and danger. And we're experiencing this with the virus. But check this out. He said, nothing is permanent except God and his promises. So, hey, if you got a pen and paper, please write this down. You can always go back. Like you can listen to me and take notes, or Ecclesiastes 3:1-2. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. So God says, whatever you are going through, it is only a season. I told you, man, I was so excited like this. I was like, man, I had to tell the people this. And these are 7 keys. He said the power of seasons. Check this out. Number 1, seasons guarantee change. Seasons give hope. All right. Because no matter how cold it is, summer is coming. Number 3, nothing remains the same. Number 4, unemployment is seasonal. Unemployment is seasonal, and if you are unemployed, employment is up ahead. Come on, man. Y'all gotta get excited about that, man. God. Number 5, seasons are always temporary. Number 6, the key to life is outlasting the season. The key to life is outlasting the season. Number 7, never respond permanently to a temporary problem. So I was like, man, with all the turmoil and this, I was like, man, God is giving you, he's placed the answers in your hands. Organize yourself to outlast the season. Seasons give incentives to plan for the future. So the time that you have had time to stand still, and he says that this is an opportunity for you to plan ahead. And Sidney Trim talks about the 12 stages of a vision. And he talks about that too in this video. And this was powerful, man. He said, that's why kingdom people live in faith. Because they know what's going on. Or what's going on or what's going through cannot last. Man, I was like, yo, I can't take it. Look, check this out. This is perfect. After this, you probably just log off. He says, seasons are always moving, so stay still. We were forced as an economy to sit still, and it was funny because the other day I was driving. I had to go to work, but I was like, it's so hard for people to stay still. Like, I mean, people still driving. I mean, some people ready they have to go to work, but I said people still moving because it's hard to isolate yourself and just stay still. It's hard. It's hard to just put away. You know, you got social media. I mean, the internet ain't broke. So you can still stroll. You can still listen to movies. But he said, seasons are always moving. And whatever is coming, it came to pass. So whatever is coming, whether it's a hurricane, whether it's the virus, God said, whatever is coming, it came to pass. So it's moving through. Oh man, I can't deal. Oh man. And he said, hey, check this out, people. Check this out, people, God. He said, we are durable. Let's go, man. No matter what, you are strong. We are stronger than the wind. We are built on a rock. Ain't no fear, man. And I hear people been quoting that scripture, but do you really mean it? God has not given us the spirit of fear, man, but of power and love and a sound mind. Oh my God, this is good, man. Like I said, you had to go watch the video because I think it was like an hour or something. But I just took important keys from this. Ecclesiastic 3 and 4. He said there's going to be a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. So right now you're in a season. Some of us are in a season of weeping. Some of us is in a season of laughter. Just because this is a crisis don't mean that you stop getting blessed. All right, just because you're in a crisis don't mean you didn't wake up. So, but he said there's gonna be times like this. God said that. Ecclesiastic 3 and 6, a time to keep, to get, to take heed, a time to keep, and a time to cast away. God has given you the opportunity to cast away some relationships, to cast away some things that's not beneficial for your life. Watch this. A crisis is an event or which we have no control over. We have no control over what's going on. We have no control over this. This is in God's hands. But we are always in control of our thoughts, and thus how we perceive the crisis. Just because of this crisis, you don't have to change the way you think, man. You can think positively. You can say affirmations. You can kind of change your routine to think positive because we're going to get through this. Crises have always been a source of development and growth. This is a time for you in this season to develop, to grow. Like I said, the internet is not broke. You can fill your mind with positivity. I love social media. I love my Facebook. But some of this stuff is not beneficial to your mind, especially if you're not strong-minded, because that's how fear creeps up. So this is the time for you to grow, to strategize, to think strategically. Come on, Mike Rice. Big word. Crisis creates opportunity for creativity. How many DJs have you seen on Facebook? They using a gift, man, to bring joy, to bring peace, so people can ease their mind, man. That's a great creative strategy, man. Because God says it's gonna be a time to dance. In your season, man, you still can dance, man. Oh my God, I'm so hyped, man. This is good. These are the effects of a crisis. Write this down. And this is so big. Fear, trauma, depression, despair, frustration, anxiety, loneliness, abandonment, worry, hopelessness, sense of love, sense of death, sense of survival, abuse, crime, and domestic violence. There is, write this down, there is life after the test. There is life after the test, man. Let's go. God, man, this is so good. Check this out, man. He shifted, man. He went from seasons to talking about your gift, how your gift will make room for you. He said, this is your time to get to work while waiting on your next season. This is your time to get to work while waiting on your next season. What are the positive aspects about a crisis? Crisis bring unity. We've seen that, man. We've seen it on social media, how everybody's coming together. Even with this remote learning, you're able to see people. Like I said, the internet ain't broke. You're able to see people. You're able to talk to them. Because it's bringing people a sense of togetherness. the positive impact of a crisis. It creates community to bring the love back. Like I said, you see that the community is coming together. And shout out to my employer, Vance County Middle School, Vance County Schools. How I seen people, we was passing out the lunches, man, and how people were so receptive and thankful, man, that they were, their child, their son or daughter had food, man. So it brings us together. It brings empathy. We understand that it's not about us. A lot of people have, died at the cause of this virus. So it brings a peace to say, man, thank God that I'm still here. Thank you, God, for giving me grace and mercy to be able to still be alive, man. So and I always talk about just being excited to be alive. God has given me the opportunity to breathe, the opportunity to live, the opportunity to walk this path we call life, man. So I'm super excited. It brings a sense of help when we are all in trouble. We all know how to help. So it brings a sense of help, a helpmate. And Miles Monroe was fun. He said it brings you back to spirituality. It brings you back to knowing, man, God is our creator. He said people ain't been to church in 20 some years or whatever. He said a crisis happened and everybody in the church. He says, oh, thank you, God. I was like, that's so true, man. But I mean, you see the wave of, man, just people, just like I said, that's why if your faith had not been ignited, man, somebody put on their Facebook last week, they say, what was the statement? We had church on Facebook and everybody's on lives. He said, if you had bad church, blame yourself. I was like, he said, if you had bad church, blame yourself, man, because it was so much power, man, on your timeline, bro. So, I mean, like I said, some people had church, some people didn't. It's not a time for the church to be divided. It's a time for us to come together because people are watching us. They're watching, Christians. What are they saying? Are they divided or are they together? So it's like it's a time for us to come together, man. It makes you. They said, man, crisis. He said, crisis makes you friendly. I mean, he ain't never talked to that person, but hey, it brings a sense of peace. It brings a sense of friendship. Also, he said, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us, man. God. Like I said, it was so many nuggets, man. You got to go back and listen to it and read it. Like I said, I sent a link out, man, because like I said, God has already given us the answers. Then he had an incredible shift about your gift. He said, never confuse your work with your job. Never confuse your work with your job. We know you got to eat. We know some people, like I said, we know people is unemployed, but that's only a season. Sometimes we can get just trapped in our job and forget about ourselves. And I always say, Jim Rome said, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Your job is what you've been trained to do. Your work is what you've been born to do. That's why I always say you was born to win. And today you win because today you live. All right. Your job is your career, but your work is your life's assignment. I'm dropping nuggets, man. I'm dropping nuggets. Your job is your skill, but your work is your gift. Your job you can retire from, but you can never retire from your work. All right? There is no future in any job. The future is in the one who holds the job. Come on, man. It's something in you, man. Whoever's listening to this and watching this, it's something in you And he said, he said, we have the answers. He said, we have a crisis of vision. With all this, the pandemic or whatever, he said, we have a lack of resources. He said, we have a crisis of visions, man. Where's your vision? The Bible said, without a vision, people perish. So it's important that you have a vision. What do you want to see for your life? God has given you the time to prepare, the time to strategize. You are more powerful than the place you work. He said, and that's why sometimes God allow a crisis to come, because that's how you can find your gift. He said, your gift will make room for you. You are an awesome person. Your work is your seed. I'm almost wrapping it up. Like I said, you got to go look at it. I'm just giving you points and like tools and tips that he said that's going to just ignite your faith. Your work is your seed. You're going to succeed when you find your seed. You're going to succeed when you find your seed, man. Everyone possesses a seed of greatness. Write this down. Everyone possesses a seed of greatness. Your seed is your purpose and passion. Your seed contains your future. In every seed, there is a forest. Your seed is the ideas that won't go away. And I got so many seeds. I was like, man, I keep thinking about the same thing. God said, produce it, man. Sidney Trim said, non-productivity is coming off your life. And I'm speaking it to you. Non-productivity is coming off your life for the next couple months. And every month we're blessed, man. Every month is going to be a blessing. Like I said, lack of resources, we understand. Lack of people losing their job or they're unemployed. But the season is only temporary. It's up ahead, man. Wayne Dyer says it's on its way. It's on its way, man. Don't think about the past. But we're setting up for the future, man. I hope this is blessing somebody. Your seed determines your natural talents, and the world is waiting for it. Your seed is waiting for it. Your seed is your seed determines your natural talent, and the world is waiting for it. You were born, check this out. You were born to do something that the world needs. And that thing hit me. I was like, man, I do, man. Golly. Check this out. He said, you always have what you was born with. Talking about seeds and gift. You can never lose what you are born with. Your future is not ahead of you. It is trapped within you. Come on, man. Your future is not ahead of you. Your future is trapped within you. God is giving you a future when you was born, man. When you was born, you was winning, man. You was winning at conception, baby. Let's go, man. I'm getting excited. You were born a seed. The key to life is discovering and developing and serving your seed gift. The key to life is discovering and developing your seed gift. Seeds is never in a recession. Seeds are never in recession. He was saying, go create something, man. You don't have a job or something like that. Go create something. So if you create it now, it'll be ready. You're preparing it now for it to be ready in the future. And he was talking about and he was talking about Moses and how, you know, God asked him, he said, "What's in your hand?" And he said, "I had the staff." He said, say less. Had the staff. He said, "So I wonder what you are carrying in your hand to set people free in your community, in your country, to turn the economy around." I was like, I ain't got no choice but to get up and make a video, because this is my gift, man. My mouth and how I talk and how I motivate people, man, this is my gift. So I just wanted to bring this to the people. Like I said, these are from notes I took. I'm going to send a link out so you could, but these seeds are never in a recession. And he said, I wonder what you are carrying in your hand to set people free in your community, country, to turn the economy around. And he also talked about in Matthew, when, you know, one of the best stories about the 2 fish and 5 loaves. He said you have to go beyond your eyes. So ask God to bless your eyesight, man. And Chinachans say how we see how we see different ways, like dreams, vision, insight. He said you never only have. You never only have. You only see. You always have more than what you see. Oh my God, man. So that was awesome, man. So I'm encouraging you. I know that I know that I was, you know, looking at my phone and just giving you what I had took notes on. But man, go watch that for yourself. I couldn't really kind of give it to you like he gave it to you, but I just wanted to bless you and say, yo, during this season of crisis, it will pass. He said, you know, people with incredible faith, it came. I'm gonna go back to that. Whatever is coming, it came to pass. It came to pass through. So whatever season you're in, know that it is only temporary. God's gonna do it, man. I hope this encourages you. I'm gonna blast this thing out, man, so it can just bless your soul. Thank you guys. If you have not, please like my Facebook page, Coach Michael Rice. Go check out my Instagram, Coach Michael Rice, and my website, www.coachmichaelrice.com. Be blessed. Share this video. Take notes. I'll put the link of those 2 sermons in this attachment. The Sidney Trim one in the beginning of the year, and Miles Monroe, man, what to do in the season of crisis. God, hey, there's a lot of questions, but God has given us the answers, man. I love you guys, and remember, there's no limit to what you can learn, so there's no limit to how much better you can make your life. It's Mr. Today You Win, because today you live.